Bargain rack, real bikes, shocking prices. We're hunting overlooked Japanese machines dealers' 𝐏𝐄𝐑. Hard, actionable reasons they're cheap. Carbs, weight, image, supply glut, plus smart buyer tactics to flip the deal. Get no-nonsense checklists and dirty truth pricing so you ride more and spend less. Stay for the second spot's techno oddball with wild auto magic and a top pick big Honda cruiser delivering Hulk torque for peanuts. Accelerating into number 15, Yamaha XT225 Serow. Light, simple, unkillable. The Serow is a trail buddy built for reliability, easy handling, and low stress. Featherweight mass, low seat, and attractable air-cooled single-boost confidence for sore knees and new riders. It tiptoes through town, crawls up fire roads, and shrugs off naps with farm tool toughness. Why it's cheap, overshadowed by the newer XT250 and flashy ADV toys with TFTS and big screens. Basic forks, modest shock, and a rear drum scream. Old tech, so buyers chase hype while this workhorse gets discounted hard. Price reality. In many markets today, you can score examples for low four figures, sometimes with racks, skid plates, or handguards tossed in. Facts to know, about 223 cubic centimeters, carbureted 5-speed, long travel feel without towering height, real skid plate, friendly ground clearance, and a turning radius that laughs at tight trails. One rider shared, "Jump on it. XT225 is an indestructible fun bike to ride, and low seat height makes it easy to ride. Not powerful, but has a 6-speed transmission that efficiently makes use of what power it has." Buyer's checklist: carb cleanliness, fuel tanks without rust, cracked airbox boots, tired chains and sprockets, cables that move freely, fork seals, weeping after storage, and swing arm bearings. Cold starts should be reasonable with a sound choke and proper jetting. Reality check: highway passing is not its game. This is a low-stress explorer, not a fast cruiser. Embrace 40 to 60 and enjoy the scenery. From dirt, friendly, to street sleeper, the next one hides in plain sight. XT225 owners. What jetting or idle tricks made? Cold starts easy. Storming into number 14, Suzuki GSX250R. Sport looks, sane heart, big discounts. Suzuki's GSX250R wears sharp fairings and a pro badge, but under the skin lives a calm twin tuned for efficiency, smoothness, and daily duty. That mismatch equals quiet showrooms and loud markdowns. Why it sinks on price. Spec sheet shoppers chase Ninja 400 and R3 power-to-weight fireworks. The GSX250R arrives heavier for its class with a gentle tune, soft delivery, and conservative gearing. It rides nice, not nuts, so dealers discount to move units. Price reality, frequently budget-friendly as leftovers or trade-ins, especially where entry bikes turn slow. Expect dealer add-ons to evaporate and extras to appear. First service, basic gear, or a battery tender, just a free floor space. Useful facts: a parallel twin with friendly vibes, comfy ergonomics that spare wrists, and many years offering anti-lock brakes for wet confidence. Fuel economy is strong. Tanks go far, and the chassis prefers stable lines over twitchy reactions. Great for learning, commuting, and night classes. Buyer's checklist for smart money. Look for drop signs at bar ends and engine covers. Check bent levers, scuffed mirrors, and misaligned pegs. Test clutch take-up for glassy slip. Confirm recall compliance and ensure easy cold starts with clean injectors and balanced throttle bodies. Who should buy? Riders wanting a real bike feel without insurance pain. It is quietly reliable, cheap to insure, and shares Suzuki bits, keeping costs tiny. Next, we're leaving fairings for a cruiser classic with school DNA that dealers drain from stale inventory. Don't pay hype tax, pay smart money. Subscribe and tap the bell for bargain deep dives, negotiation scripts, and checklist PDFs you can bring to the lot. Next up, the 5 dealer fees you can delete with one sentence. Owning the road at number 13, Honda Rebel 250 CMX 250C. School bike, forever motor, zero drama. The Rebel 250 is the classroom hero turned bargain legend. Calm twin, low seat, and Honda reliability that shrugs off decades. Dealers see steady supply from MSF fleets and trade-ins, so pricing stays soft, friendly, negotiable. Why it's cheap? Image sticks. Beginner label plus mild highway pace keeps spec shoppers chasing bigger numbers. Add carburetors and a 5-speed, and buyers scroll past. Result? Inventory builds up. Managers push discounts with gear bundles to clear space. Price reality. Commonly low four figures for running examples. Cleaner, low-mile units remain below painful money, especially off-season. Ask for free add-ons, helmet credit, battery tender, first oil change, because leverage is real. Facts that matter. Air-cooled twin that's stone simple, a super low saddle for flat foot confidence, and valves you adjust with screw and lock nut ease. It sips fuel, starts reliably, and carries a parts ecosystem as wide as the internet. Insurance is tiny. One rider shared, "I've worked on it and ridden it a little, and honestly, it's a nice little bike. It's extremely comfortable, especially for a shorter rider. It's easy to work on. It sips gas, and it's just easy to ride." Buyer's checklist. Look for CARB varnish and stale fuel, cracked intake boots, tire date codes older than wisdom, saggy shocks, and a battery that croaks in cold weather. Check charging voltage and listen for exhaust leaks at the headers. Real-world value. Commute, learn, customize, repeat. The Rebel rewards smooth inputs, teaches clutch control, and just keeps going. Treat it like a tool, not a trophy, and it pays you back in smiles. Forget beginner. The next pick is a sleeper standard with torque and invisible pricing. Rebel Vets. Best sprocket combo for calmer RPM at 55. Lighting it up at number 12, Kawasaki Z750S. Upright, torquey, invisible deal. The Z750S is the quiet assassin of used standards. Comfy stance, strong mid-range, and practicality wrapped in no-nonsense bodywork. Because shoppers chase Z1000 Flash or FZ1 bragging rights, this mid-displacement sleeper gets left behind and prices fall. Why it's cheap, plain dash, generic face, and the curse of being between categories. It's not a naked fashion piece, not a full-fairing tour. Dealers know it lingers, so trade-ins get priced to move when floor plans burn. Price reality? For the performance, asking numbers are humane. You can land a tight example for modest money and still budget tires, fluids, and chain without tears. Haggle for tax, title, and dock fee relief? Slow movers invite yes. Facts that matter. Inline 4 pull with City Flex, a windscreen that takes pressure off your chest, solid brakes, and a stable chassis that doesn't wobble when the road turns ugly. It will commute all week and eat back roads on Sunday without drama. Buyer's checklist. Test the regulator rectifier, inspect rubber brake lines for age, feel the cush drive slop, and check steering head bearings for notchiness. Look for even tire wear and listen for chain rattle under load. Real-world value. Add risers if you want more comfort, mount soft luggage, and enjoy a bike delivering adult speed with Junior Insurance. It's the grown-up choice nobody notices until it's gone. Maxi scooter comfort buyers. Ignore. Big value up next. Z750S owners, bar risers, or stock for all-day comfort. Revving into number 11, Yamaha Majesty 400 YP 400. Storage king, highway able, undervalued. The Majesty brings maxi scooter comfort, a calm windshield bubble, and a trunk big enough for real life. Yet US buyers chase Bergman bragging or modern 300s. Slow turnover means dealer flexibility and private sale patience pricing. Why it's cheap? Scooter stigma. Many riders equate step-through with not a real bike, and spec chasers want TFTs and traction gizmos. Add older styling and a modest sheet, and this machine becomes a silent bargain. Price reality. Commonly bargained down because inventory lingers. Use that to claim fresh tires, a new belt, or coolant service. Off-season? Even better leverage. Bring cash and a checklist. The top speed of the Yamaha Majesty, 400, facts that matter, single around 400 cubic centimeters with easy torque, real wind protection, an underseat cavern that swallows groceries, and an economy that keeps stops rare. Ergonomics are friendly for knees and wrists, and the ride is smooth over city scars. Buyer's checklist. Inspect belt and rollers for flat spots, fork seals for weep, coolant age, and tires for cracking. Verify charging health and confirm storage struts hold the seat. Check this center stand feet. Real-world value. Park anywhere, lane shuffle with ease, and cruise secondary highways at a sane pace, inside quiet air, plus cheap insurance. Fit a laminar LIP or taller screen for even less buffeting. From sleek scoot to forgotten muscle next, V-twin value incoming, Majesty riders, screen height or laminar lip for quiet air. Sliding into number 10, Suzuki Z800 Marauder. Simple, loud enough, dirt cheap miles. The Marauder is the in-between cruiser nobody posters on a bedroom wall, and that's your advantage. It's CARB fed, straightforward, and comfortable for back roads, but lacks the halo of icons. Dealers see slow interest and price to clear. Why it's cheap? Neither iconic nor premium. Dated ergos, brakes, and a parts bin vibe keep shoppers chasing shinier badges. Meanwhile, these bikes start, run, and ride fine, which is exactly what value hunters want. Price reality: asking numbers are typically low to free floor space. Private listings include extras, windscreen pipes, luggage. Sellers' no demand is thin. Use that to negotiate spares and a full fluid service. Facts that matter: 805 cubic centimeter V-twin with friendly pull, chain drive for cheap gearing changes, a comfy triangle, and easy access for maintenance. The engine likes a mid-range, short shift, and relaxed. Fuel economy is respectable. Range suits weekend wandering. Buyer's checklist: confirm CARB sync, sniff for exhaust leaks at the joints, check charging system voltage, examine clutch for engagement chatter, and look for fork seal misting. Spin wheels to feel for bearings, and inspect sprockets for hook teeth. Real-world value: throw on a seat pad, fit progressive springs, and enjoy a cruiser that soldiers through miles without wallet pain. Not a showpiece. It is a tool delivering thousands of low-drama smiles. Exotic auto Honda that cratered in price is next. Wild technology, wild depreciation. Marauder fans, best seat fix for 200-mile days? Blazing ahead at number 9, Honda DN01. Future shock, auto magic, fire sale values. Honda's DN01 is techno unicorn dealers can't move. Radical styling, HFT automatic wizardry, and touring calm without the usual clutch. It rides like a scooter cruiser hybrid with Honda build and luxe finish. Yet used sticker shock becomes bargain joy. Why it's cheap? A high original MSRP met confusion about the category, so depreciation went supersonic. Many shoppers feared complexity, mistook the silhouette for style, and walked towards safer badges. Years later, examples linger, and managers discount hard to free space. Price reality: commonly well below original ask. Negotiate service credit, battery, or rear tire because turnover is slow and carrying costs hurt. Bring cash, point to time on lot, and stay confident. Useful facts: HFT auto with drive and sport mapping, linked anti-lock brakes, shaft drive for low maintenance, a low seat for easy footing, and paint gleams. Wind management is civil, fueling is silky. The chassis prefers smooth pavement and relaxed cadence. The exhaust sound of the Honda DN01. Buyer's checklist: confirm HFT service records, recall compliance, rear shock, damping health, and brake fluid age. Inspect charging grounds, look for plastic tab wear, and verify fan operation. Real-world verdict: effortless glide, traffic tolerance, and a conversation-starting profile. It is not a canyon animal. It is a comfortable oddball that soaks miles with minimum drama. From techno oddball to beginner bargain twin is next. DN01 owners: best tire choice that preserves ride quiet and wet grip. Charging up to number 8, Kawasaki Vulcan 500 LTD. Ninja heart, cruiser looks, throwaway prices. The EN500 blends sporty heritage with low-slung ease, then gets ignored for 650 or 900 badges. That means cheap entry, easy insurance, and commuter reliability with freeway legs when geared right. Why it's cheap? Shoppers chase bigger displacement, modern FI, and fancy dashes. This one brings carbs, a beginner image, and plain meters so it lingers. Dealers want space so numbers drop and add-ons vanish. Trade-in math turns friendly fast. Price reality: often the least expensive Vulcan on any list. Ask for tires, a service, and waived dock fees because turnover is slow. Private sellers accept cash when you show maintenance, notes, and patience. Facts that matter: parallel twin from the EX500, lightish curb mass, low seat for flat foot confidence, ergos, and honest MPG. It starts, pulls to mid-range, and cruises at legal speeds without drama if the chain is set right. Buyer's checklist: check carb diaphragms for pinholes, clutch cable fray, sprockets, and chain, vacuum petcock operation, and charging voltage. Inspect tires for date codes and cracks. Road manners: forgiving clutch with enough shove for city merges. Suspension is basic. Fresh oil and proper sag sharpen the feel. Brakes are adequate. Braided lines add lever confidence. Old school Yamaha twin with shaft and sole is next. EN500 riders. Sprocket change for calmer freeway, RPM, or keep stock for zippy city pull. Fueling the fire at number 7, Yamaha Virago 535. Mini V-twin, shaft drive ease, throwback vibes. The XV535 is a small cruiser with a classic tank, comfy triangle, and a sweet shaft that deletes chain mess. It idles with friendly pulse and carries sole for pocket change. Why it's cheap. Shoppers chase bigger V-Star names, fuel injection, and modern infotainment. This little guy brings carbs, quirky styling, so demand stays low and pricing stays gentle. Dealers see slow turnover and cut ask to clear floor plans before spring. Price reality, low ask, quick to move. Ask for extras, service, tires, or a battery, because managers prefer space over nostalgia. Our private listings often include windshields, bags, or pipes tossed in to speed the deal. Facts that matter: 535 cubic centimeter V-twin with shaft drive, low seat for flat footing, light clutch, and good mileage. It's happiest at city and two-lane speeds, humming along with calm cadence and modest vibration. Buyer's checklist: sniff for intake, leaks at rubber boots, test starter clutch for slip, verify charging grounds, check petcock function, and inspect tanks for rust. Fork seals and brake lines may be age items, budget fluids. Road manners: friendly steering, neutral balance, and low-speed control. Suspension is basic, but improves with proper sag and new shocks. Brakes are adequate. EBC pads and braided hoses sharpen the feel without drama. Great engine, bad name is next. Suzuki's Soft Value Star XV535 Crew. Best jetting for crisp mid-range and tidy idle on cooler mornings. Throttle wide open at number 6. Suzuki SFV650 Gladius. Sweet V-twin, sweeter deals, style sins. The Gladius hides the beloved SV650 heart under bright plastics and kindergarten graphics. Buyers flee. Result: quiet demand, soft pricing, and modern performance for yard sale cash. Why it's cheap. The legendary SV overshadowed it in reputation and forum love. Shoppers saw toy styling, skip the test ride, and chase sharper nakeds. Dealers hold aging stock or trade-ins, then discount hard to free capital. Price reality: often the softest priced modern 650 V-twin you'll find. Expect friendly numbers and room for tires or a battery toss-in. Private listings trend low, especially if the bodywork colors scare traditional tastes. Facts that matter: 645 cubic centimeter V-twin with fuel injection. Many feature anti-lock brakes, crisp throttle, and a neutral triangle low upkeep overall. Brakes are solid. Suspension responds to proper sag and oil, and the engine loves mid-range. Buyer's checklist: stator and regulator history, chain and sprockets, fork oil age, steering head bearings, and any stored dash warnings. Check radiator fins, look for crash bungs, and inspect rear shock. Road manners: smooth punch, light turn-in, and forgiving chassis feedback. It commutes, tours light, and devours back roads with low fussiness. Toss a small screen and soft bags, and you have a budget sport tour with grin riches. Single-cylinder Honda that undercuts everything lands next. Gladius owners: bar risers or seat mode for all-day comfort. And which tires kept the turn-in neutral without adding buzz? Cranking it up to number 5. Honda CBR 250R. City quick, highway humble, ridiculously cheap. Honda's single-cylinder commuter delivers real value with Honda reliability, calm fueling, and easy manners. It looks sporty, sips fuel like a scooter, and shrugs off daily abuse. Dealers discount because the market chases larger twins and shiny tech. It's overlooked since the 300 arrived and the 400 class stole headlines. Spec shoppers want numbers. This bike offers feel, efficiency, and low stress. That starter label scares ego buyers, which keeps prices soft and negotiation powerful. Expect budget basement asks for clean examples with tidy plastics. Hunt gently used campus bikes or garage-kept commuter survivors. Bring cash and a smile. Ask for new rubber or a fresh battery. Slow turnover makes managers flex. Useful truths: fuel-injected single, optional anti-lock safety, low seat for flat foot confidence, excellent economy at real speeds. The chassis is stable, the clutch is light, and the gearing suits city sprints with suburban cruises. Checklist for smart buyers. Documented valve checks, chain and sprocket life, lever condition after tip-overs, intact fairing tabs, smooth idle when warm, and clean title. Peek at fork seals. Walk from mystery noises. On-road verdict, nimble in traffic, quietly capable on 2 lanes, and merely modest on interstate climbs. It rewards precise lines and consistent maintenance, not bragging. For pennies, you get Honda durability and zero drama. 90s sport tour relic with big cubes and small price rolls in next. CBR 250R crowd. What gearing settles 65 miles per hour without killing city snap? Love cheap wins? Subscribe and ring the bell. Next, the dealer negotiation playbook with exact phrases plus a printable used bike checklist for test rides. Save hundreds, ride happier, and skip bogus fees in seconds. Full throttle at number 4. Kawasaki GPZ1100, 1995 to 1997. Big 4, bigger value, zero hype. This carb-fed heavyweight brings old-school muscle, true sport tour comfort, and wind protection that still beats many modern standards. It languishes because buyers chase nostalgia darlings, the 900R and the Turbo, or modern gadgets. Prices often surprise per cubic centimeter. Displacement is king here, but demand is quiet. Show patience and you'll see dealer managers soften numbers, toss in service, or shave fees. Private sellers know these linger. Respectful offers land. What it is, an inline 4 around 1,052 cubic centimeters, broad mid-range, relaxed ergos, and luggage-friendly frame. Brakes respond to fresh pads and lines. The chassis loves fresh fork oil and correct sag. It feels planted at legal speeds and settles into long-haul cadence. Carburetors crave clean fuel. An inline filter is cheap insurance, and fresh plugs restore snap. Smart buyer checks. Synchronized carburetors. Healthy charging output. Stainless brake lines or replacements. Suspension tiredness, and coolant service age. Inspect fairing tabs. Look for cracked inner panels and check for tank rust near seams. Bring spare plugs and fresh gas for long, honest test rides today for peace of mind. On the road, the bike is stable, mature, and surprisingly swift once rolling. It won't wow spec sheets, yet it devours distance with quiet authority. If you want analog speed with couch-like composure, this is stealth gold. Space age. Yamaha Scoot, nobody gets, arrives next. GPZ veterans, what fork springs won't turn in without harshness. Grinding into number 3, Yamaha Morphous 250. Low, long, luxe for pennies. This futuristic maxi scoot glides like a mini limo, yet resale sinks because styling splits opinion and power is modest. That's perfect for value hunters who want storage, weather control, and smooth CVT serenity for couch change money. Expect consistently low asks due to a tiny buyer pool and scooter stigma. Dealers hate sitting inventory. Negotiate for belt service, fresh rollers, and a tire set. Private listings often include covers, screens, or top boxes at no extra cost. Core realities. Fuel-injected 250 with a super low seat, giant trunk under the tail, comfy floorboards, and a velvet smooth transmission. The ride is quiet, the vibes are low, and the airflow is surprisingly calm with the right screen. Buyer checks. Belt and roller wear, plastic fitment and tabs, battery health, charging voltage, tire date codes, fork seals, and rear shock bounce. Confirm the side stand switch isn't intermittent. Street feel, perfect for suburbs, waterfronts, and campus arteries. It corners clean with insensible lean, brakes predictably, and returns smile per dollar greatness. If you can love the look, you'll adore the price. Carb Suzuki cruiser that's everywhere and cheap pulls up next. Amorphous owners, screen height or no. Screen for the quietest AIR. Pushing limits at number 2. Suzuki Intruder 800/Boulevard S50. Mid-size thump, tiny money, endless supply. The VS800 is the used lot constant. Carved V-twin, classic lines, and enough stomp for real 2-lane passing. Because there are many and tech is basic, values stay soft and deals come easy. Why prices sag? Older ergonomics, carb vibes, and a narrow niche between light learners and big baggers. Shoppers jump to modern fuel injection or giant displacement, so these linger while managers discount to clear space. Price reality often undercuts similar-sized cruisers dramatically. Haggle for new tires, a battery, and fresh fluids. Slow movement makes yes easy. Private sellers bundle pipes, windscreens, or sissy bars just to close. What you get: 805 cubic centimeter V-twin with lightish feel, simple maintenance, and a massive parts ecosystem. The triangle is comfortable, The seat benefits from GEL or refoam. The gearing likes short shift rhythm. Checklist: intake boots for cracks, carb synchronization, vacuum petcock behavior, rear shock sag and bushing play, stator regulator history, and clean tank interiors. Ensure brakes are bled and lines aren't ancient. Watch for spongy lever feel, dry rot on hoses, and rusty fittings. Riding reality: relaxed surge off, idle steady cruise at legal speeds, and a happy sweet spot on rolling back roads. It won't impress spec chasers, but it will carry you far for pocket money. Insurance often trends low for the class. Parts interchange with multiple Suzuki cousins, and DIY guides flood forums and videos. Cheap fixes, fast answers, and confidence. Two-up comfort improves with a taller backrest and progressive springs. Budget upgrades, big results, big Honda torque, old school charm, and shocking value crown the list next. The 𝐃𝐄𝐑 and Intruder, folks. Seat MOD or bar pullback for long days. And which windshield killed chest blast without turbulence? Standing above the rest, number 1, Honda VTX1300. Big cubes, big reliability, small money. This VTX brings Hulk torque, Honda durability, and 𝐏𝐄𝐑 comfort for yard sale dollars. Why so cheap? Heavy, old school, and overshadowed by baggers with screens and mids that feel lighter. Supply is plentiful, demand is polite, so managers discount to clear space. Price reality: works per dollar king. You'll see honest listings far below what the ride delivers in smiles and range. Cash in hand plus friendly patience equals better numbers, free fluids, and sometimes fresh rubber. What you get: 1,312 cubic centimeter V-twin, shaft drive for clean jeans, a comfy triangle that fits tall or short, and easy two-up manners. The platform is durable, the fueling is civil, and the highway cadence is low stress. Windshields, bags, and backrests bolt on in minutes. The aftermarket is deep and cheap. Smart buyer checklist: final drive service confirmed, steering head bearings smooth and centered, brake lines dated or fresh, tire date codes current, charging system voltage healthy, and no stumble off idle. Check for fork, seal weep, rear shock sag, and a quiet clutch pull. On the road, roll on from idle and feel big pull without drama. It tracks straight, shrugs off crosswinds, and idles through traffic with heat well managed. Add a touring seat and taller screen, and this becomes an all-day freight train. Bottom line: the value buy when you want torque, stability, and long-haul reliability without payments or FOMO. VTX vets: which windshield and seat combo killed back pain for real-world hours? Smart buy beats. New price: these 15 are overlooked, durable, and discounted. More riding, less spending. Drop your top 3 deals and target money in the comments. Subscribe for fee killers, fast inspections, and printable checklists next week. Ride safe, ride smart, keep the wallet heavy.